Your dreams need to seem impossible. I'll say it again, your dreams need to seem impossible. And I believe that because I think all of us have infinite potential. And if you don't shoot for impossible, if you don't shoot for what seems like it could never happen, then you're limiting your infinite potential. I'll say it one more time in a clearer way. If you have infinite potential and you shoot for something that's not infinite, then you are limiting what you can be. Now, a lot of you might be like, Jamar, I'm scared to do something that bold. I'm scared to put all my chips into something that's impossible. But I'm here to tell you that there's something even scarier than that. And it's scary to not know if your impossible is possible. It's scary to know that you had something that could possibly be the most happiest thing in your life, something that could unlock all the potential you could ever have and everything you could ever want in life. And you just said, nah, I don't think it's possible. You said, I'm scared to do it. But you're going to be even more scared throughout your whole life knowing that you had something that could possibly change everything you do in your life. So what I want to tell y'all is I am more scared to not know. And I'd rather fail. I'd rather try something that I think that could possibly be the best thing I could ever have. I'd rather try that and fail and know, okay, that wasn't it. Or no, okay, now I failed and I can do it differently. But just sitting there and not trying, sitting there and saying, I'm scared to do it, is only going to make more scariness in your life. And I just don't want y'all to do that. And so what I also want y'all to do is not to settle and to not get too comfortable in what might be seeming like a good goal. Something that's like, okay, I can hit that, but not doing the goal that's like, that's the one I want, but yo, I'm scared to do that one. I'm scared to do that one because, oh my goodness, I probably don't have the capabilities. It's probably not possible. You're probably thinking in that simple-minded mindset when you're like, okay, I'm looking at the statistics. It's probably not possible, especially for a guy like me who's done this in the past. I'm telling you to botch that. I'm telling you to get uncomfortable and go with the one that's going to be impossible by most people in their eyes. And if it's not impossible in other people's eyes, if it's not impossible by most people and they're saying, oh yeah, that's possible, shoot higher. And if you don't think it's impossible sometimes, you should probably shoot higher. Literally 10 seconds, I was recording this video. I was like, I can't do it. I'm not feeling it. But at the end of the day, I know I love doing this. And I know that this is my impossible. This is the thing that I know is going to fulfill everything I want. And so I got uncomfortable about 10 seconds ago, probably longer. I've been talking longer than that. But I got uncomfortable and said, no, I'm going to continue to try this. And I'm going to know if I'm going to fail on this. And I'm going to know if I'm not supposed to do this. But I know I'm supposed to do this because I'm continuing to talk right now. So I want y'all to continue to take that step. Continue to get uncomfortable with taking the one that has the chances of being everything you ever wanted. My senior year in high school, I took a math class. I had already got accepted to Temple University and some other schools, and I knew I was good. All I had to do was pass. I was in the easiest math class possible. I had like 105 in there. Literally easy. My best friends were in that class. It was simple. And my dad told me, Jamar, why don't you do the AP class? Why don't you do the AP class? You're cruising in there. And I was like, nah, I'm trying to cruise this senior year. I'm trying to chill. I'm trying to do this. I'm trying to do that. And then I thought about it. And I was like, I'm going to college. I'm going to be challenged in college. I'm going to be going through these hard professors. I need to go and do the pre-AP class. And the class that was pre-AP with the teacher, everybody said, that's the hardest teacher in class. Don't do it. Stick with this one. It's literally either the hardest teacher in the school or the easiest teacher in the school. And I thought about it. And then the same thing I had about 10 seconds ago, I don't know why I keep saying 10 seconds ago, but a couple minutes ago when I was like, man, I can't do this segment, I made the decision to get uncomfortable. I made the decision to do something that I knew could have the most benefit in my life. And I decided to take the pre-AP class. I decided to do something that probably was going to be harder, that was probably going to make things worse on my senior year than I wanted it to be. And I went into the class and hated it for the first probably like 90% of it. And I was like, dang it, I'm taking hard classes. I'm doing all this. I'm not trying to be doing all this. But when I came out of it, I still hated it. But then when I got to college and I was taking harder classes and I came back to my school for high school that next semester, I told my teacher, I'm so happy I took your class because it allowed me to grow. And what I want y'all to do is to give yourself the chance to grow and not limit your potential. You see, by me taking that other class, I was limiting my potential. I was limiting the amount of work I could learn. I said work I could learn. I was limiting the amount of math I can learn. Not that I really wanted to learn math, but I grew as a person to be able to go through different problems in my life by taking that harder class. So if we take the easy goal with the class that's easy, if we take the easy class, the easy goal, the one we know we can attain, then we're not going to grow. And what is that doing? That's limiting our potential. But if we take the one that's the hardest, the one that we know that's going to give us the most room to grow, that's going to be the one that shoots our potential way over the roof. But that's just a simple example. If we can take the goals that's going to be very impossible, the goals that are like, yo, that's not going to happen. That class I took, that was very possible. If we can do something that's even more scarier, something that's going to be like, that's never been seen before, that's going to get your infinite potential. Understand infinite potential, not just high potential. No, infinite potential. So you have to do something that's basically infinite. And that's by doing something that's very uncomfortable. And I really want y'all to go and do that and understand that if you don't do it, then you're never going to know. But first, what you have to do by knowing that you're doing something that's impossible, you have to believe that your impossible is possible. Thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of the Root of Everything podcast. If you enjoyed any moment, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and rate us. And then if you want to stay up to date, follow us on our other platforms and go to our website, rootofeverything.com, and tune in to our weekly newsletter called The Weekly Root.